Saenz will head to the mat, looking for victory number 15 for him. Tyler Wells, a junior, on the opposite end, ranked 26th, 13-7 record. So on senior night, let's see what the redshirt senior from Corona, California could do here. As he gets introduced to the crowd for the final time here at the Union YO, with the duel wrapped up as Wyoming leads 21-7. Tyler Wells just knows now he's in it for himself.
Absolutely, and again, if not just for himself, an opportunity to maybe sour what would otherwise be a fantastic senior day for the senior David Saenz. Looking to cap off his career in Laramie on a good note. No pressure from the team standpoint. As you said, the Cowboys do have it locked up, and David Saenz at 141 pounds has an opportunity to get a win and compete against another ranked opponent.
Quentin Salazar saw David Saenz on Friday and wish he didn't. Tech Fall victory for Saenz in that one, and that happened pretty quickly, didn't it?
It certainly did. Saenz has been, wrestling really well, and is certainly going to want to continue that trend today in his last appearance and showing for the Cowboys in Laramie.
Wells, on the other hand, defeated number 23 Brock Berry by a single point. Decision win. Won that one 3-2. That
Wells
one was at Missouri, and look at Wells picking up 3 points here on Saenz.
Right, able to drop in on that ankle, build himself up into a good position, and finishes very, very clean on Saenz. Saenz now, again, didn't throw himself a pity party, able to work out almost immediately into a 3-1 position in favor of Wells. Over-under position, I don't know if either of these guys are going to improve it much beyond, staying safe in there and then working towards some mat positioning, as this 50-50 position so risky to move in, as anything you try, you expose yourself to. So I can't imagine these guys are going to want to score without getting out of that 50-50 over-under position.
Minute 10 remaining here. Yeah, a great one there, but blocked off. A nice footwork. There's a snap attempt, and Saenz unable to follow up. But as we get to a minute here, the ref will pull him back to center. Looks like we'll start in a neutral position as well.
Yeah, both guys did a pretty good job of understanding where they were on the mat, not giving up any unnecessary stall warnings by being allowed to just get pushed off the mat or to run from it. Both guys did a decent job again by trying to get their butt to center while also keeping a scoring opportunity in mind, as both guys were able to pop off a handful of attempts. About 30 seconds left in the first.
Some good action on both sides.
Great action. Good shot attempt by Saenz. Shut down by Wells. Good head-hands defense. Squares up to his opponent very well.
We can see why Wells is ranked.
Absolutely. You can, again, decent, really good disciplined position. Doesn't act, react too much by the threats that Saenz has provided in the forms of either shot attempts or fakes. Has good head-hands defense that he's displayed, and again, on the one shot attempt that he was in on, he was able to snag that ankle and just slowly build up his position to finish in a disciplined manner that limited the scrambling ability out of his opponent. 3-1. Wells leads it to start the second, as Saenz goes down and works his way back up to his feet. He's looking for good hand control. He's able to hip heist out, earn an escape. Scores now 3-2 in favor of the Sooner.
Wells with the shot attempt there. Nice reply by Saenz. No advantage given yet.
He's got to be careful though. He's looking to sit the corner, but Wells has caught that left hip, and so it's going to be difficult for him to get his hips into position to really threaten a scoring opportunity. Best Saenz could hope for here is likely a stalemate, as Wells has his feet bound up pretty well, but continues to look to score himself. Maybe he's looking like this position. Oh, and here comes Saenz, so pushing the action, putting Wells in danger, improving his position, not content with letting this position end at a stalemate, and finds himself in a position where if he's savvy here, doesn't do just that and gets the knees of Wells in a funky position. This referee wants no blown knees out going into the postseason and isn't going to risk it. Brings them back up on their feet. Probably the best scoring opportunity that Saenz has put himself in so far. Unfortunately, stopped by the referee due to potentially dangerous positions. 2 minutes, or second period, 30 seconds left. Let's see if Saenz could get back there, and maybe we'll see some, a decent shot attempt as Wells looks to increase his lead or maintain it.
Feels like Wells understands, like, hey, I need to get a shot in here. I need just that. Give him another 3. Needed to get an extra takedown going into the third. Didn't want to have to deal with Saenz on top of him for an entire period without a comfortable cushion.
Stalemate called there. A little confused. It looks as if once you drop below the knee and hold on to the ankle, that there's a count that's started by the referee. That rule, that flow was not taken there. Stalemate was called. I wonder if the Wyoming bench was upset about that. I'm not sure.
Ooh, Saenz almost able to secure a reversal to end the period, so we'll get 1 point to close it. Not the 2 that he was hoping for.
Yeah, great opportunity there for Saenz to get another point on the board for himself to close that gap. Gets himself in a position again, like a little bit more, in 6 seconds left, goes for this switch. At this point, has got to understand and know that he's got the escape point earned. Does his best to try to get that extra point in the form of a reversal. Unable to do so, Wells pretty smart with trying to keep him away and giving that point. 1, not 2, right? You've heard that 100 million times from any coach you've ever had. We'll give 1, not 2, 1, not 2. Good effort out of the Cowboy to close out that second period, going into the third, now down 3 points.
Now on top for the first time here, it feels like in this bout. He tries to control the wrist of Wells, who breaks out. Under 90 seconds remaining here in the third, so plenty of time. Saenz looking to work his magic.
Absolutely, and Wells, he's displayed some pretty good discipline and ability in other positions in this match. Now is on his belly. Saenz really has a decision to make here, Carlin. He's got to have a turn to get himself in a position to win, or do you cut your opponent with a minute left and give yourself an opportunity to maybe score some points? You really have to put in the work. You really have to put in the work, right? There it is.
Cuts Wells to give him a 4-point advantage. As time ticks away, Saenz has to attack with 40 seconds remaining in the period.
And right now, he's going to have more than a takedown. With 30 seconds left, he has to really put in the effort to get more than 1 takedown right here. And we found ourselves in a situation like this earlier. Gosh, I forget what weight class it was, but I want to say it was Swan.
It was 165, Sloan Swan and Bryce Burkett.
So finds himself in a situation that we saw a good strategy out of the Sooner to waste as much time and to kill it in some of these positions that the Cowboys, have to keep working through to give themselves the best position. Now, good strategy, but needed to do more to get the takedown to give himself a chance to win.